Well, ladies and gentlemen, looks like AEW Dynamite turned to be a terrible show tonight. Completely terrible. Name my topic tonight is called uh name my topic tonight is called um foolish and foolish and foolish and fickle in Fresno, California. It's AEW Dynasty beginning good in less than 2 weeks. So much to say. So let's get started. Tonight's show.
Tommy! Hey, don't move! No. Don't move, man. What do you want? Who else is in the house? Nobody. Where's Mommy? Huh? Where's Mommy? Naiwai's dead. Mars the door!
This is Jerome Willen covering. Okay, it's Wednesday. This is Jerome Willen covering for the first 30 minutes for tonight's. Okay, wait, hold on, wait, one more saying mess it up. Okay, yeah, Jerome Willen covering for 30 minutes tonight's Dynamite for. Yeah, Jerome Willen's covering for the first 30 covering for roughly the first 30 minutes of tonight's AEW Dynamite for Alex Cars. We go right inside the arena to kick things off with the new international champion in Kenny Omega. The music of the new champ hits as Justin Roberts makes the introduction. Omega comes out with a big ovation as the power goes off. Omega greets the fans at ringside as he makes his way to the ring. Omega gives autographs and high fives to the fans to see makes high fives to the fans to see fans. This is great to see for him.
Daddy, just give them the keys.
I'm gonna give him the keys, honey. I just
Omega hits the ring and gets the crowd hyped up. As he has a mic in his hand, the fans chant his name. He says that this is all still wild to him. He says that is before then 2025 he would have just been happy standing in the ring. Says that if I'm cleared, then I can try to do this again. Omega thanks the fans for the support of the doctors. His friend Will Ospreay says not only he is back, but he is back with something he thought he may able to do ever hold again. Not just a title, but a singles title. He says that there's just one more person he needs to think. Says Takashita. Omega says Takashita pushed him harder and harder, forcing him to drag him back to that place. Back to that place. But hold on, wait. Omega says Takashita pushed him harder and harder, forcing him, dragging him back into that place. He would have not have his belt or this mic. Omega then says that Takashita make the international title an international title. Omega says that whoever has that belt should call themselves the best. Omega says that he wants to face the best. Omega then closes out with saying they are kicking things off with a bang. Omega's music hits as he leaves the ring. Excalibur runs down the international title eliminator. Kenny is shown again signing autographs and high five being fans as he heads to the back. The music of the Ops hits as Samoa Joe, Shibata, Hook make their way to the ring for the opening match for the night. Already in the ring is Vinny Pacifico, Eli Thesis, and Gabriel Arios.
Hector, you alright? Jesus Christ, what are you doing?
They ran your truck, dog. They know we've been jacking cars.
Shit.
Bell rings as Joe Tessitore brings it to Thesis with big punches and slaps.
I am not coming in the house. I repeat.
Joe tosses Thesis to the corner and Joe nails him with a back elbow. Hook is tagged in. Vinny comes back in and Hook takes him to the rights and lefts. Hook tags in Shibata, who drops Theos and Vinny off the apron. He then chops at Arios and then nails him with a big running knee. He hooks in the sleeper and then nails him with a PK to get the win. Winners by pinfall, the Ops. We go to backstage with Ricochet, Ricochet says that just because he got screwed at Revolution, his championship quest is not over. That he did not want that ugly robe anyway. Ricochet then says that he entered the international title tournament. He tells Shibata to not even show up at Collision on Saturday, as that is Ricochet's time and that is a promise. We get a recap of Revolution from this past Sunday. We go to the cameras catching up with Swerve at Revolution after defeating Ricochet. Swerve asked when he will challenge for the world title. Swerve says he will do it at Dynasty. Adam Copeland comes in and says that he didn't lose and it could be him as Swerve faces for the title at Dynasty. Commercial break. Back from the break, we go to Vision 8 with John Maxley saying that he scored a winning shot before the buzzer in front of 11,000 people. He said that Christian would have said he would have never been in there. Mox says that whatever Adam Copeland is made of is rare. If he wants to complain about the rules, take the rules. Mox says that he will take the rules and Copeland then can make the excuses. Mox says that he underestimated Adam Copeland. Mox says that he will make the same mistake twice. Street fight with John Mox. Adam Copeland on next week's Dynamite. Next up is the music of Hologram, who comes out with Harley Graham. The music of Powerhouse Hobbs hits as he comes out as the next partner for Hologram. The music of Brian Cage hits next as he comes out with Dralistico and the Beast Mortos. Hologram and Powerhouse Hobbs versus Brian Cage and Dralistico. The bell rings as Hobbs takes it to Cage outside the ring. Hobbs runs at Cage, but he moves and then connects with elbows on Hobbs. In the ring, Dralistico takes down Hologram. Dralistico chops at Hologram and runs to the ropes, taking down with Hologram with arm drags. As Hologram gets up, he is chopped by Dralistico. Cage is tagged in. As Dralistico charges at Hologram, he is sent to the floor. Cage comes in and picks up Hologram, but he sends Cage to the floor. Cage then drops Hologram and scoops him up, depresses him before tossing him to the apron. Full commercial break on Max. Alex is here to tag in. Thanks again, Jerome. Wait, what am I saying? Sorry. Back from the break, Dralistico is in control. He sends the Hologram to the outside, distracting the ref while Morto starts to beat the Luchador down until Hologram intervenes long enough before the Beast to become a non-factor. Dralistico brings Hologram back in the ring, but Hologram counters to take him to the mat before making the tag to Powerhouse. Hobbs and Cage stare each other down until the machine makes the tag, and it's a Haas fight between former tag team pals as they trade strikes until Hobbs sends Cage to the mat for a 2 count. Dralistico comes in to intervene. and land on Cage to send Hobbs down with a fallaway slam, but before Holloway takes Jalisco out to the outside, he goes after Cage, but it's met with a big power slam by Machine. Bryan turns his attention to Hobbs, but is taken out before Jalisco makes a tag to the cover, but the powerhouse kicks out. Cage is in and now goes after the powerhouse with an enziguri from the hologram. Sends the Machine to the outside. Jalisco trades Hobbs, strikes for Hobbs, sending him to the corner for a springboard, but the powerhouse lays him down with a spine buster for the victory. Wins by pinfall, powerhouse, Hobbs, and hologram.
Kitchen, driveway,
Now you know what I heard. Before I finish, let me tell you what all of y'all heard. I heard something that this is what I heard. I have heard before I get finished.
Apparently a hostage situation is unfolding.
That The Rock is trying to introduce former U.S. United States champion for a third member alliance, along with John Cena, and Travis Scott. You know what it is? Logan Paul. You gotta be kidding me! What a joke! What a joke! Yeah, what a joke. It's unbelievable, right? Okay, now we cut backstage to hear from the Hurt Syndicate, who raised the question who faces them next after their win at Revolution. MVP says no one works or plays better than the Hurt Syndicate, and gives Lashley and Shelton the week off. Benjamin is good with this, though he cannot stick with the no gym rule for time off. We cut to a video package highlighting timeless Toni Storm and her feud with Mariah May culminating in the Hollywood ending match at Revolution. Back at ringside, the AEW Women's Champion makes her way to the stage to a big pop from the crowd. She talks about the stitches and the staples needed to recover from the Hollywood ending, but assures us that this tramp is still the champ. Storm says a chunk of her heart will be gone forever, but the gold around her waist makes it well worth it. She says it's an honor to be our AEW Women's World Champion with such a talented locker room before addressing the other champions. She says the other world title is a bloody briefcase. We have forever champs and other belt collectors, but when you step to the ring with Toni, you are stepping to a zoo. You won't hear Toni meow because she is no pussycat, challenging the women's locker room to step up to the champ and put your keys in a bowl, saying this will always be timeless. Storm's music hits, but the champ is blindsided by Megan Bang with the timeless one down on the backstage. Bang poses to a chorus of boos, and we go to an ad break. We go to a commercial break. Backstage at ringside, Beast Mortos in the ring for our next match as we await with the mystery wildcard opponent. And out comes Speedball Mike Bailey, the former TNA X Division champion, makes his way down to the ramp to a nice reaction from the Fresno crowd before Bailey enters the ring to this match gets underway. AEW International Title Eliminator First Round match, Beast Mortos versus Speedball Mike Bailey. Bailey shows a bit of respect to Mortos, but the Beast responds by laying into a speedball with some big strikes. Bailey starts to fight back, leading to a series of rapid-fire kicks on the big man. Speedball chances Mortos heads out to the outside, only for Bailey to go for a moonsault, but the Beast evades for a big shoulder tackle instead. Mortos gets back in the ring as the crowd boos, while the ref begins to count. Mortos has had enough waiting, leaving the ring to lay into some more before Speedball fights back with some chops. He sends the Beast back into the ring before climbing up top. Mortos dodges the attack but misses a running charge on the follow-up, leading to Speedball sending him back out of the ring as we go to an ad break. This is a full commercial break. Back from break, Bailey is in the ring as Mortos comes back in, only for Speedball to drop him into the canvas for a running shooting star press and a near fall. Mortos escapes from the ring as Speedball hits the ropes, changing course ever so lightly while still taking the Beast to the floor. Back in the ring, Mortos is up on the turnbuckle as Speedball surprises a lot of folks with a powerbomb for a 2 count. Bailey goes back up and was intercepted by Mortos, hitting a pop-up Samoan drop. Mortos heads up to the turnbuckle, but Bailey intercepts only to be driven down hard by a press slam that gives Mortos a close for a 2 count. Mortos gets a discussed lariat block, but manages to fight back enough to catch it on a second try. Covered by the Beast and gets reversed by it to a near fall for a Speedball, who hits the moonsault drop knee on Mortos, followed by a big recent kick for a victory. Winner via pinfall and advancing to next week's 4-way match, Speedball Mike Bailey. We head backstage as Renee tries to get a word from Christian Cage about cashing in his title shot contract at Revolution, but Cage refuses to talk to anyone related to Jon Moxley. Renee walks as the Patriarch runs down the referee as he claims he specially demanded a one-on-one title shot against Colt, claiming the cash was invalid and demanding his contract back. As he continues going on about this, he is interrupted by Nick Wayne, saying that Cage is just making excuses, and if he would have struck the original plan, he would be the world champion. He says Cage owes them an explanation and an apology, and Cage responds by shoving Wayne before his mother starts to intervene. Cage runs her down before telling Nick to fall in line or there will be consequences, walking away with Kip Sabian as we're left in the wings before cutting away. We go to footage from after Revolution where MJF punches and breaks a mirror out of anger for losing to Hangman Adam Page. Back at ringside, MJF heads down the ramp before calling for his music but to be cut. MJF runs down Hangman and his fans before insisting the issues between the two of them are not over by a long shot. He is soon interrupted by the music of the Hurt Syndicate as MVP runs down the ramp. MVP chants the ring as he stares down MJF before hold on a second, everybody. Hold on 1 second. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. Let's see what I was saying. MJF chants out of the ring, chants ring out as he stares down MJF before the two introduce each other and give a hug to some grown in the crowd. MJF asks how MVP has been doing to which latter obliges before saying that he is proud of Friedman. MVP talks about history with MJF, who offered to drive MVP to a documentary shoot when the former AEW World Champion was just 18 years old. MVP shows some appreciation for the types of questions MJF would have asked about pro wrestling business, something that have came up later as well. As he talks about how MJF has managed to accomplish everything he set out to do, and something MVP is proud of, but he is not proud of um what is happening after Revolution, and he describes MJF for whining to the people and not hurting people, and claiming MJF has lost his edge. And the locker room does not get the doesn't respect him, respect or fear him. You know who they do fear though? The Hurt Syndicate, and that's something MJF is missing. MJF MVP says that when he was handing his card to the people for it was a way to introduce himself, but in this case it was a golden ticket to success. He starts to hand the card to Freeman, who politely refuses, saying he doesn't need MVP's help or his advice. He reminds everyone that he was the longest reigning AEW World Champion in history, and MVP emphasizes that the word was before handing MJF his card. MVP leaves the ring as the Hurt Syndicate's music hits as we go to an ad break after seeing MJF seeing more on Jackass Friedman staring the Syndicate's businessman down. Commercial break. Back at ringside, Max Caster is here, and I can say I can already feel heartache coming on. Caster talks about his unnecessary long chant before running down the Fresno crowd and opening the challenge for anyone to come in. And here comes Kano Takeshita for making a beeline for the ring as the match gets underway. Best Wrestler Alive Open Challenge. Max Caster versus Kano Suki Takeshita. Caster stops the inevitable, beating the grabbing Mike again, insisting that he will kill Takeshita before suggesting that Alpha suggesting that the Alpha is here to invite him into the Don Callis family. He talks about the benefits of this, but sticks his foot in his mouth, but by saying that he could do what Takeshita couldn't by being Kenny Omega, which leads to Alpha laying hard forearm strike for the cover, only to lift Caster up, shouting him in Japanese for setting him up for a power drive kick knee, pick up the win. Winner by pinfall, Kano Takeshita. We get a video package looking back at the Ring of Honor World Championship bout that never took place between Chris Jericho and Gravity, which led to the involvement of Bandito and their family, as Jericho stole away Gravity's mask control mask. Backstage, we hear from Nueve talking about the gravity of the situation with Bandito, and he looks to stop the people not taking him seriously anymore. From there, we head backstage, back into the ringside as Willow Nightingale heads down from the ramp for our next match, followed by Finale before as we get this match underway. Willow Nightingale versus Penelope Ford. The two ladies go back and forth early on, with Willow taking advantage to pick up the near fall. Ford catches her in the corner for a kick to the spine, keeping Willow Nightingale grounded as she leaps over the top rope for a knee drop, driving Willow into the apron to keep her down as we go to an ad break. Full commercial break. Back from the break, Willow's in control as he sends Ford to the corner for a splash. Nightingale follows up by driving Penelope Ford to a canvas, but it's only for good for a 2 count. 2 count. Ford counters out of the Dr. Bomb, but Willow blocks the backside for a glory special until Penelope bites her to break free. Nightingale go to the ropes for a submission, but until the ref calls for a break. Ford follows up with a crossbody for a near fall. Willow fights back for a power slam, but it's only good for a 2 count as Ford rolls her for a 2 count for both women are back up as they trade strikes. Ford hits a stunner, only to be dropped hard with a pounce by Willow for the win. Winner by pinfall, Willow Nightingale. Willow celebrates until Penelope Ford leaves the ring for a steel chair, attacking Nightingale until Chris Stanley comes running down for the save. This doesn't last long as Megan Bain comes down, laying out Statlander and Willow make their announcement after her attack on Storm earlier tonight. Backstage, when they tossed to Mercedes Moné about her revolution before talking to Billy Starks, who has remarked learning to not get the kick in the throat before talking about her accomplishment as the inaugural Ring of Honor's World Championship before challenging Moné to a title match next week. Mercedes accepts, but says not that Billy will learn there is a price to pay when you mess with Moné. Whatever. We head back to the ringside as Tony Schiavone welcomes Will Ospreay to a big pop from the crowd. Will Ospreay talks about managing to survive the cage match, giving Fletcher the kudos before telling us a story about dealing with his wife about jumping off the cage. Tony asks what's next for Will Ospreay to address his cope that the title shot is shot next week again. Will and Swerve has a title shot at Dynasty that will leave Will to wonder when he calls his shot. When does it matter the most? When he looks up at All In, Texas banner up above. Eventually staying his seats to join the Owen Hart tournament this summer. He addresses the possibility of Colt, Stuart Strickland, or John Moxley will be the champ going to that event before reminding us that Will Ospreay is on another level. Backstage, Renee is with Jay White, who addresses Ospreay, stating his case to be champion for suggesting that they need to keep him away from Switchblade. So let's see what else. He then asked about hitting Colt with a briefcase at Revolution, something he insisted was an accident. He then talks about the street fight next week, claiming next week, and Swerve's claim as #1 contender by saying that he approved that he deserves a title shot in due time before walking off as we go to an ad break. Safe place. That's where I was safe place. He insist. Wait, I'm gonna start again. He insists that about hitting Colt with a briefcase at Revolution, something he insists was an accident. He then talks about the street fight next week, and swears claim is no more contended by saying that he will prove he deserves a title shot in due time before walking off as we go to an ad break. Then go to commercial break. We find themselves backstage once more as Renee tries to get a word from Hangman and Adam Page about his match at Revolution, only for MJF to interrupt. Page confronts him over trying to light him on his fire on his mask slipping on Sunday, for Freedom to cut him off to talk about going over things while Page stretches on the top claws on to tell him the way back down. Walling is pity. He says one day people still are going to be sick of waiting for Page to win a big one. But more on Jackass Freeman will win it over again just to laugh at him cut from the top of the mountain. Paige says she was silly about that and we cut away. We head backstage to the ringside for our main event as Orange Cassidy comes down for our next reaction. Out next is Hiroshiro in this elimination tournament. The battle is underway.
He keeps ringing.
AEW International Title Elimination Chamber first round match: Orange Cassidy versus Hiroshiro. Hiroshiro starts off by confusing Cassidy into a round of offense, but the former international champion takes the Alton Cross off his game with a flurry of attacks leading to an arm drag off the ropes. He takes Hiroshiro down for a near fall before Luchador leaves the ring, only for Cassidy to feign a dive as we go to an ad break.
Yeah, what am I supposed to be saying?
Get your ass on the floor and watch the outside cameras, Dennis.
I'm watching, okay?
Back from the break, Hiroshiro has taken control and sends Cassidy into the corner for some strikes, continuing the attack to the ropes as he locks in a seat before Orange Cassidy manages to fight out of the hold. Changing his focus onto the legs, Hiroshiro sends Cassidy to hard forward before former champ hits the floor for a crossbody. Hiroshiro blocks the DDT, pinching the hammerlock before spinning Orange around into a black breaker for a near fall. And that's it. Well, folks, well, looks like a terrible show. I don't know how this is gonna. I feel like I think this is who knows? I think Dynasty will be. Who knows what the Dynasty will be a good pay per view, or a good or bad pay per view? Who knows? But tonight's show was just completely garbage, just shitty. So that's my review for tonight's AEW.
I am not gonna let you step back in after you
My
step
town.
out.
My jurisdiction, all right?
Dennis says he doesn't trust me anymore. Says he's gonna shoot a hostage if he doesn't talk to Tally. Right now.
The name of the shooter in the house is Mars. You're gonna want to run that through your database. Your next question is, how did I get that information? The little boy in the house called.
One second, everybody. Hold on 1 second.
Hey, Dennis, it's Jeff. Everybody okay?
We're bugging in here, man.
I know. I'm trying to help. Dennis, I really need to talk to Walter Smith.
Smith's not talking.
Is Smith not talking because you won't let him?
Okay, yeah, I was checking up on something. Everybody, okay, now it's time for something I like to do. It's time for Justin's timeline all wrestling birthdays, pop culture, etc., and stuff like that. And let's go to yesterday, February March the 11th.
He wants me to give up the old man. Yeah?
It's your spin.
Yeah. Good idea.
It's not a wise move. We don't have enough information. Look, I want to help, but I am not going to let you do something that draws fire on my men.
You wanna help me? Turn the lights off. Get the bird out of here. Please. Mikey, I'm behind the command post. Come on up here, will you?
I'm afraid.
Oh, see.
But one. Dennis already broke it off with me. If you get shot, we are all liable.
Get you?
Who we got on EMTs, Mike?
There's like 7 units.
Names, Mike, names.
Okay, there's Hoffman, there's Latona, Ridley, Jackson.
Ridley. Get Ridley up here. On the strip.
Okay.
You two.
Wait. You do it.
Strip.
Okay,
You're driving.
yesterday, March the 11th. Okay, Johnny Knoxville.
Sniper 1 to control. Ambulances.
WWE fan who's who's a celebrity. Yeah, he was not next to an interview from Jackass, and he turned 54 yesterday. Yeah, he was in the 30-man he was in the 2022 30-man battle 30-man Royal Rumble. He took a page out of Drew Carey's book at 2001 Royal Rumble. And night 2 WrestleMania 38. He was facing off against he faced off against Sami Zayn in an Anything Goes match. Yeah, he defeated Sami Zayn, WrestleMania 30 night 2. His real name is Philip Klatt, and his real name is Philip Klatt. Johnny Knoxville. His real name is Philip Klatt. Pitbull 1, Gary Wolf, from of the Pitbulls from ECW. He turned 58 yesterday.
Mike, stop right here.
What, Chief?
Stop the goddamn ambulance!
Everybody okay?
What are you doing? We're gonna wake him up.
What?
We're gonna wake him up and you're gonna do it. He's fixing
Robbie Brookside turned 59 yesterday.
Going to the hospital. Wake up. Hey, wake up, Smith. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Hey, get your fucking hands off me! You want me to write this up? Do you? I'll put this in the report right now.
Give him the smelling salts. Give him the shot of epinephrine. I need it for 1 minute.
I gotta ask him one question.
He can't answer you.
Just give him the drugs.
See,
Give this man a shot. Jeff! Jeff! Get your gun there.
see, okay, yesterday, March the 11th. Let's see, March the 11th.
Kill him. Come on, come on. Is that what you want? Put your helmet on.
No, Jeff. No. What you're doing can kill this man.
What you've been seeing is footage taken only minutes ago. We're not yet sure exactly
Trying to see March the 11th.
hostages, but it appears to be an adult male. If our sources are correct, it could be Walter Smith, owner of the home and rescue hospital.
Smith is on his way to the hospital.
Smith worries me.
So do we. If we don't deliver that DVD, we're going to need the accountant alive. Now get somebody over there and make sure we don't lose him.
Someone at the information booth is asking for Walter Smith.
Hello? May I ask if you're a member of the Smith family? I'm sorry, but I'm only permitted to inform you that Mrs. Smith was deceased on arrival, and that all of the inquiries must be made tomorrow morning through the county coroner's office. If you'd like, I could give you the...
Okay, WCW Pro, March 11, 1995, courtesy of Wednesday. Okay, they show clips, clip courtesy of WCW Saturday Night. I think it was March March the 4th, I believe. Yeah, Hogan and Vader footage. Dustin Rhodes versus Tom Burton. Sergeant Craig Pittman versus Steve Neely. Shown courtesy of WCW Saturday Night interview with Lord Stephen Rue and Bobby Eaton. Bobby Eaton versus Scott Armstrong. No, I didn't. Then we see a little uncensored control center with Mean Gene Okerlund. Stunning Steve Austin. We know was Stone Cold Steve Austin versus John Crystal. Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Dave Sullivan versus Kevin Sullivan and the Butcher. Shown on it also.
Stay off the radio. You want to get in touch with me, call me on my cell phone.
See, on WCW Worldwide now, WCW Worldwide.
What did I not say? Nobody was to go in or out of the house. Now Smith is dead.
What do you care? Smith's dead.
Jim Duggan, Hacksaw Jim Duggan defeated TV champion Arn Anderson via DQ.
Wait for my people, or I will cut your daughter's heart out.
Fuck you. Go ahead. Kill my family. Kill me. Before you do, I'm gonna get to Smith's house. I'm gonna box up all that dead motherfuckers' DVDs, and you and the feds can bid on them on eBay. How's that, smart fuck?
Okay, let's see what else. You trying to see what else?
Yes. We still need each other, don't we?
I guess we do.
This isn't Los Angeles, Jeffrey. You don't want another dead child on your conscience. Now we're almost home, you and me. So keep your shit together.
Yeah. You too.
See, okay, on WWF Superstars, this is March 11, 1995, the same day. See. Okay. Okay, on WWF Superstars, Razor Ramon pinned Montar with Jim Cornette after Montar collided with the interfering roadie who came to ringside midway through the bout with the Intercontinental title. Doink the Clown defeated Charlie Hunter. Bob Backlund defeated Ken Raper. Bam Bam Bigelow with Ed DiBiase pinned Bob Holly, blocking a back suplex, flipping over a flipping over and landing a top over Holly for the win. And we'll see what else.
Brother and sister.
Huh? What about the brother and sister? You're not killing any more people.
See what else.
Classic Foster product. 3 years old, Marshall Kravchuk witnesses daddy kill mommy, then sees daddy kill himself.
See what else. See what else we got here.
He's only 17 at the time. Clerk. He's trying to say something.
He's saying help me.
Why is he standing there? Why is he just standing there?
It's not just standing there.
Okay, we see a chain match: Chris Candido versus Boo Butler. Clips from Sunday Bloody Sunday. Chris and Candido loses and has to leave Smoking Mountain Wrestling forever. Smoking Mountain TV champ Billy Black versus Brian Logan, Heavenly Bodies, and Jim Cornette versus Gangsters, and D'Lo Brown. Clips from Sunday Bloody Sunday. Interview: Jim Cornette, Bob Armstrong. Cornette offers to bring Armstrong with six-man tag partner to join Armstrong and Tracy Smothers against the Gangsters, and D'Lo Brown. If Cornette can manage Armstrong's team, Armstrong agrees, and Cornette will reveal who he's bringing next week. Jerry Lawler versus Dirty White Boy match against together starting as Landell attacks DW Dirty White Boy, injuring him. Jerry Lawler versus Bobby Blaze. Blaze takes Dirty White Boy's place in a white rip like upset, wins the Smoky Mountain title. Buddy Landell versus Bobby Blaze. Landell gets to Blaze immediately after he wins the belt. Blaze is exhausted and Blaze messes, but Dirty White Boy interferes and Blaze retains the title. Then we see an interview with the Gangsters.
I know you're scared.
See. Now WWF Mania hosted by Todd Pettengill and Stephanie Wine. It show highlights of Shawn Michaels versus British Bulldog and Duke Dumpster Boys versus Timothy Well. On WCW Saturday night, Randy Savage defeated Bob Starr. Top Billy defeated Tim Horner. Alex Wright defeated WCW TV champion Arn Anderson by countout. WCW United States champion Vader defeated Bobby Knight. Now, 2005 Impact Wrestling. See.
Hello, Louise.
It's Tommy Smith again.
Yeah, put him on.
Tommy, you're talking to Jim Kelly.
Hey, Tommy. How you doing, buddy? Where are you?
See.
Where's your secret place, Tommy?
Say Abyss and Raven defeated Cassidy Riley and Mikey Batts. Christopher Daniels defeated Chris Sabin in an Ultimate X qualifying match. The Outlaw and Sonny defeated Sonny Siaki. The Disciples of Destruction, Don Harris and Ron Harris with Tracy defeated Buck Querman and Lyle Lovett. David Young with Andy Douglas and Chase Stevens and Chris Candido defeated Shark Boy. Paul defeated Lance Hoyt with Kid Cash.
How many Benjamins does your daddy have?
2 big bags.
And that's it. Okay, wait, pop culture.
Is my daddy gonna be okay?
Yes, son. Good friend of mine is watching over him. Tommy, I need you to go back to your room right now, okay?
Okay.
Did you turn your sister's cell phone on vibrate like I told you?
Yeah.
Good boy. Wait for me to call you back, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
We gotta get better plans in this house. Yeah. We're shoemaker.
Okay, March 11, 2005, 2 movies released in theaters nationwide. Hostage, starring Bruce Willis. Supporting cast includes Ben Foster, Kevin Pollak, who he worked with Bruce Willis in The Whole 9 Yards and The Whole 10 Yards. And
My name is Jeff Talley.
Robots, starring a little animated movie featuring the voices of Ewan McGregor, Mel Brooks, Robin Williams, Jim Brandberg, Amanda Bynes, Stanley Tucci, and Sinbad did the voice for this one in this movie, I think, didn't he?
Need that DVD, Mr.
I don't think Sinbad.
Save your family. But the only way I can do it is if I get that DVD.
Yeah, Halle Berry. Isn't that one again? Yeah, I don't think if I Sinbad was doing the voice in this movie, I think I got confused with another movie. Okay, now let's go. It was 2000. It was 2000 pop culture. Now let's go to 2015 NXT.
Tommy.
Okay. Enzo Amore and Ken Cassidy defeated Lucha Dragons in the NXT Tag Team Title Match No More Contenders match. Alexa Bliss defeated Carmella. Alex Wright defeated C.J. Parker. Tyler Breeze defeated Hideo Itami. Okay. Now let's go to today's February March the 12th.
But my daddy says I'm never ever supposed to go in there.
Tommy, do you like to play video games?
Yeah.
Do you? What kind of games do you play?
I like Monster Jam. I play Bounty Hunter. I play Wobazord.
Wobazord. I know Wobazord. I know that game. That means you know who Agent Zero is, right?
Yeah.
What do you think Agent Zero would do right now? Do you think he would say never ever, Tommy?
No, he wouldn't say never. Agent Zero would help Captain Wobba save Planet Xenon.
Let's see, March the 12th.
You like Captain Wobba?
Today. See.
Captain Wobba's gonna save Planet
Today would have been a happy. Would have been happy 102nd birthday to WWE Hall of Famer Mae Young.
Yeah, Tommy. Captain Wobba's gonna save Planet Xenon.
She died of natural causes. She was a really kind lady. Nydia. Nydia, all of you remember Nydia. She turns 46 today.
I put the door and the two boys here in the courtyard. Let's keep the two kids.
And let's see.
Where's Tommy need for the play?
2 minutes. Say you can get
Let's see. Some pop culture.
get all 3 suspects to this side of the house.
See some. On this day in 1995, HBO aired an anthology animated series called Happily Ever After: Fairy Tales for Every Child on HBO. And on this day, 1995.
Make sure you're alone.
Okay, March the 12th. Okay. Let's see. Okay, 1985. On WWF Primetime Wrestling. Okay, highlights were shown, hosted by I think it was Jesse Ventura and Jack Reynolds. Yeah, Rick McGraw versus Johnny Rods. This was hiding up for WrestleMania, first ever WrestleMania. It's a spoiler with Johnny V versus George Wells. Bruce the Barber Beefcake with Johnny Valentine versus Salvatore Bellomo. David Sammartino, along with his father Bruno Sammartino versus Paul Rondo with Bobby Brain Heenan. WWE Tag Team Champions Adrian Adonis and Dirty Dick Murdoch versus Jack and Jerry the Briscoe brothers. Mrs. Don Morocco versus Sway Henson. Roddy Piper and Bob Orton Jr. versus Jimmy Snuka and Tony Atlas sub for the Tonga Kid. Now let's go to this day in 1995, March the 12th.
Chief of police. You know what cops do when they're retired, Dennis? They play golf. I want to play golf. Any fucking golf. I want a house on a golf course.
Okay, Bam Bam Bigelow defeated on this WWF Wrestling Challenge on this day, March 12th, year was 1995. Bam Bam Bigelow with the $1 Million Corporation pinned Bill Payne with the moonsault. The 1-2-3 Kid pinned the Black Thunder with a leg drop off the top. Henry Godwin pinned Leroy Howard off with a slop drop. Lex Luger defeated Mark Starr via submission with a torture rack. The Bushwhackers defeated Sonny Pruitt and Robbie Becker. King Kong Bundy defeated Tyrone Knox following the Avalanche.
Half. I'll give you half, okay? It's like 2 million. Okay, half is good.
Okay. Let's see.
Sell it to your crew. Jennifer and Tommy stay in the house. 3 of you.
Okay, and on this day, and Brian Adam, some of you know on this same day, Brian Adam Crush was arrested after narcotics officer found alibi stories on the registration with semi-automatic wrestling, a stun gun, and marijuana in his home. As a result of the arrest, Adams was fired from WWE and was then called the World Wrestling Federation, WWF. Okay, on WWF Action Zone, same day. The Smoking Guns Billy and Bart defeated Man on a Mission in the WWE Tag Team Championship match. Okay, on let's see. Okay, on WCW main event on this day, 1995, Sting, Macho Man Randy Savage and Sting defeated Avalanche, we know was Earthquake, and Big Bob Rogers, we know was Big Boss Man.
Leaving where?
See, let's see now. Okay, 2005 on WWE Velocity.
I'm not going anywhere with you. I'm not leaving.
Red team, ropes in. Upon entry, our packages should be here. This indoor pool area. Any questions?
Okay, the Basham Brothers defeated Hardcore Holly and Charlie Haas win 4-32 when Danny and pinned Holly with a sunset play after Doug interfered with the referee's back, preventing Holly from hitting Alabama Slam. Spike Dudley pinned Sky Too Holly at 4:49 with a roll-up and attempted to suplex into the ring, grabbing into ropes for leverage. Paul London and Keo at 4:41 using rollover at the bridge of Hurricane Rana after top rope due to pre-match stipulations. London became the #1 contender for a cruiserweight title. WWE Cruiserweight Champion Charles Guerrero Jr. did the guest commentary for the back.
I thought you were the man in charge. Isn't that what you told me? You said I'm the man? I am the man. I am in charge.
Let's see what else.
Dennis, the man that owns this house is a criminal. So are his friends. This money belongs to them. You want more money? I'm gonna fucking kill you. You want more fucking money? You just chose the wrong house.
See, 2000 see Wells. She's trying to see what other piece of wrestling history. Okay, 2015 on SmackDown. On SmackDown, March 12th, 2015, on this day, 10 years ago, Lee hyping up WrestleMania 31. Los Matadores, Diego Fernando, and Cesaro and Tyson Kidd with El Trio and Natalia defeated New Day, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, and the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, with Big E and Naomi. Ryback defeated The Miz. AJ and Paige defeated Cameron and Summer Rae with even Reed by submission. Dan Bryanson, Dean Ambrose, and Dolph Ziggler defeated Bad News Barrett, Luke Harper, and Stardust. See what else. Trying to see what else. Okay, on this day in 2015, the Lucha Dragons, on WWE Superstars, the Lucha Dragons and Kalisto and Sin Cara defeated the Ascension, Connor and Victor. Zack Ryder defeated Adam Rose.
I'm your brother. I said I fucking.
Okay, that will do it. Got that all covered. So I'm the Godfather, Soldiers and Slimming. Hope all of you good. Have a good night. Enjoy my little wrestling review. And as a late chair Henshaw also say I like to dress up like Chubby Checker, sing like Lionel Richie. I like to get in the hot tub, so I'm gonna sweat. Wait, I'm gonna sing like Lionel Richie, dance like James Brown, Chubby Checker, something like that. That's what he said. When I was friends with a wrestling group, said like to get in the hot tub, I'm gonna sweat, gonna be dry, gonna be wet. Referring to Eddie Murphy doing an impression of James Brown on Saturday Night Live. Yow! And back in the 80s, I never grew up in the 80s. I grew up in the 90s. I saw old school Saturday Night Live on Comedy Central when I was little. My mom told me everything about the 80s. So that will do it. Hope I have a good night. I'm out of here. Peace.